Got a new to me 2000 Polaris Ranger. As you can see, I've gone through and let me switch this over this way. Painted it. It's the 6x6. Metal bed. Typical interior on these, I believe. Tires are a little chewed up. Seats are a little worn. When I got it, it was green and definitely rusted and had a lot of rust on it. But as you can see, I've done some stuff to it. Got some new switches and stuff. But as you can see, I'm going to lift this up here. You got a 2000 Polaris Ranger. Typical stuff, air box. I don't know if you guys know that, but there's a carburetor under there and all the engine and everything. Apparently there's a lot of videos out there on how to change the oil and the fluids on there, so I'm not going to go into that. I'll pull this off here. I just pulled this off a second ago. Come on, it's kind of behind that thing. There you go. All the stuff's in there. You guys know oil filters there, oil fills there, radiator, what do you call it? Radiator fluids there, the coolant. Got it pretty cheap. It was running bad. It had let me try to get that. No, I'll just leave that. I'll put that back after the video. Had an issue with running rich. Got that taken care of. There was no return on the fuel pump. Fuel pump puts out more than this little. Oh, I'm sorry, I left something out there. The guy I bought it from had the Chinese carburetor on it, the little Mikuni knockoff. It was running rich, and that right there fixed it. Put a filter on it with a return line to it. Runs great, no issues. Did a few little upgrades. This is my Temu soundbar. Sounds pretty good, or sound box, whatever you want to call it. Sound pill. Sounds good. No issues with it. Runs good. I mean, sounds good. Headlights were halogen, and I switched them out to LEDs. Added a little Temu light bar right there, if you can see that. That was like $8. Great buy. Had this little back one hanging around right there, so I use that right there. It's not the perfect mount, as you can see, but it is mounted and it is solid. Then I put the truck, what's normally for a normal truck, tail light. Didn't have a reverse light. Now it does. I wired them in right there. It's not the greatest job, but it's functional. Yeah, these are great little things. It's a 6x6, as you know. It's four-wheel, I believe, all the time, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've seen and just kind of got online. And it's four-wheel drive all the time, 6x6 when you lock them in. I mean, it's a good little vehicle. I didn't pay a whole lot for it, so I'm completely happy with that. Like I said, it was green when I first got it. I painted it this desert tan. Wrapped all these things in pretty much pipe insulation, so it's kind of funny. Added, like I said, the lights. They work great. Little switch box right there, and this little. It's a cool little. What do you call it? Dome light. Has a little storage compartment right there. Nothing special, but the biggest issue I've had is it's really hard to get to all the fluids. I've seen different videos of how to go through under here. There's these bolts along here that you supposedly can get to the front differential fluid. Not so true in this one. There's not too many videos, like I said, on this same body style. I had some access through there. It wasn't much, but what I ended up doing is pretty much taken off the front cover. All these bolts right here, bolt right there, all there. This is like, I guess, a little tool tray or a storage tray. I wouldn't touch anything too small because it does have gaps. But I took that off, pulled the radiator, pulled that, I didn't pull it. I'm sorry, I took the bolts that mount it and moved them out of the way and got access to it. So I did that, changed that fluid. Like I said, I switched out these bulbs. These were halogen, now they're LED. I also added, like I said, the switches, and that's my little relay box and all that kind of stuff right there. There are no speakers in there. Somebody, whoever had it before me, cut the hole, so I just had some speaker grills laying around and I threw them on there. I'm learning about this. There's not a whole lot I don't know. I know a lot about motorcycles and such, as I got a ton of them over there. There's my blue one that I had the fuel pump issue with a while back, but I don't know if you can see that. It's missing a windscreen, and well, the back end's kind of tore up. That's because it had an accident on that one. Broke 4 ribs and a clavicle. Gashed my head open. Wasn't a great thing, but I'm alive. And yeah, I know motorcycles, so that's basically a motorcycle engine, little 500. But it's a great little vehicle. Let me start her up for you. You can hear her. She don't. I'm not sure if it's supposed to run like this. It's a single, so I mean, I think people call them thumpers. Oh. Running good. See my headlights. Light here. Not a bad little light. You can see I have 2. It's got one halogen set and one LED set. Halogens definitely seem to be brighter. When you come around here, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but you got a little light bar there. Of course, here's my little tail light for when I work in the dark, as it gets darker here right now as we're getting into winter over here. Seems to run fairly fine. I'm not super happy with it. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to tune the carb a little bit. But my exhaust is definitely seen better days on this thing. Oh, it's rusted. It's kind of barely hanging on there, so I don't know. You tell me. I don't know like a whole lot about this. It seems to run decent enough to get me 30 miles an hour down the road. I have no speedometer, so I'm just kind of judging by what I go when I go in my vehicle. But all in all, if you have any questions or comments, let me know, because I don't. I'm just kind of getting into this. This is going to help me around the yard, help me around the property on the other side over here. I live on one side, and the other side just a big old lot with cedars and oaks. So I got to clean those. I got a tree I got to cut, so the bed will definitely come in handy. I guess I'm going to have some firewood, even though I don't have a fireplace. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. It's a great little vehicle. Maybe if I get stuck in a snowstorm like we had before here in the hill country, I'll see what happens, you know? I mean, I don't know. Maybe this will be my lifeline. Starts up every time so far. Haven't had any issues with it. You guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. I don't post very often, but if you want, subscribe. Whenever I get a chance or do something different, I'll post it on here, and hopefully you guys can join me for it. Thank you very much.